How's it going, guys? Patrick here from Queen's Gambit, bringing you our first video in a new series. So a new series is how to freestar common foreign bases. And the thing is, in war you come up a lot against bases which they're not a unique design, they're not something that the guy's come up with himself, but they're just downloaded from a forum. So what can really give your clan an edge in war is that if you can identify this base as being a foreign base and know exactly how to freestar it. I mean, the thing is, like, since the base is standardized, a lot of people are using these sort of bases, and a lot of people have freestarred them before, and that's what I'm hoping to show you guys how to do it, how to freestar these common foreign bases. And first off a rank, and this is one you guys will be familiar with if you watch my videos, is the General. We just come up against this very general in the war, and I thought it'd be such a good way to kick off a series. I mean, this is a general at its best. You got max defenses, excluding your heroes and your walls. So it's a hard version of a general. So if you guys know how to freestyle this one, you're probably in good stead. And also with this version, you got the Queen right in the core, so she's really hard to get at, which makes this a bit of a tough variation of it. And if you guys can freestyle this variation, when you're away rolling, it should be able to waste any other ones. So, diving right in, I mean, how do you know that this is a base called the General? Well, there's three ways to identify it. You see it's got kind of like a cross shape, so like a cross tilted 45 degrees. So you got these sort of bits poking out here, poking out there, and poking out on the top as well. So that's number one, it's a kind of cross shape. Number two, and this is really distinctive to a General, is you got these two little Tesla compartments down here. So see those just below the town hall? They really screw up a go wipe from the south, and it's just a quick way you can identify a general. And number three, if you click on a clan castle, you see what they've done with the general to stop you from being able to lure it. See on the west and on the east, there's these archer towers sitting outside the base. So you've got an archer tower outside the base there, and an archer tower outside the base there. So you get this kind of perfect circle thing when you highlight the clan castle and archer towers, stopping you from being able to get the lure. So guys, that is how you know you're up against a general. If you're always unsure, just go into Google search and type in the General Clash of Clans, and it'll be like a million pictures of it. So the key issues with this base, and the things that make it kind of challenging, is first and foremost, it's the double giant bomb spots. So the double giant bomb spots are here, between the air defense and wizard tower, and on the other side as well. So, as you guys know, double giant bomb spots make life really hard if you're hogging, because if your hogs trigger both bombs at once, it'll kill your hogs, even if they're under a heal spell, even if they're under 4 heal spells. I mean, 2 giant bombs going off do more damage than even a level 5's hog's entire health. So, that's how you know, I mean, that's just why double giant bombs are such an issue. The other one, as I mentioned before, is the other second issue is the Queen being run in a core. So the Queen's really hard to get at when she's in there, and she's also going to wreck a hog raid. So that's it, guys. That's how you identify the general. That's the two key issues. So how do you destroy it? Well, firstly, what you want to do is, I mean, there are a lot of ways to destroy this base. My preferred methods, and one that I'm practiced at, is the Holo Wiwi. So that's the one I'll be walking you guys through. So if you want to holo it, the first thing, like any holo to do, is to use your loons. So the purpose of the loons is to, number one is to draw the clan castle, and number two is to get some easy trades. So what I do in this raid is that I loon the 3 archer towers up north. In this case I needed 3 loons for the outside ones, and 2 loons for the middle one. So what that does for me is it gets rid of those archer towers, easy-ish trades. I suppose 3 for 1 isn't a great trade. Pulls the clan castle and then just allows me to deal with it there. I mean, one thing I also try in this raid is to loon that one. Looks like you can get about a 2 for 1. But what happens is that a Tesla pops there and kind of ruins that. That's okay. So number one, you need to use your loons to pull a clan castle and get rid of a few outer defenses. And I'll show you guys all this when I have a replay button in about a minute or two. The second one is you want to take out for enemy's clan castle with your kill squads, and you want to get your kill squad to a core. So step number 2 is use your kill squad. So what I do is I deploy my kill squad down this way. For standard, 2 witches, 2 wizards, and a golem and a queen. And try and funnel them right into a core where the queen is. Now your kill squad serves so many functions in a raid on a general. First is that you kill the enemy's clan castle. Second is that you get them in there and kill the queen. And third, guys, and this is an important one, is that you get your golem to path over those 2 double giant bombs, or a double giant bomb space there. And that way you've diffused 1 set of giant bombs. So that's, your kill squad really is clutch in this raid, and based on how your kill squad goes, you pretty much know what's going to happen the rest of the raid. And the third step is hogs. Now, I'm always barking on about how you should put your hogs on the same side as a kill squad, because what it does is it protects them. But I reckon the general's kind of a one exception to my rule. So what I do is I actually do an Asian wall of hogs from a west, so down this way. And the reason I do an Asian wall is because I want the hogs to trigger 1 of these bomb spaces at a time. An Asian wall is kind of the most effective way of doing it. What you don't want to do is you don't want to put your hogs down here and coming up this way, because there's a risk that they could trigger both bombs at once. If your hogs are kind of coming down from this direction, they'll trigger the outer bomb first and other bombs second. And the thing with Asian wall is that at the very least, even if it doesn't go to plan in terms of your hogs not triggering bombs 1 at a time, if they trigger them both at once, what that means is that only a few of your hogs will die because they're so spread or so dispersed throughout the base. In Asian wall, your hogs aren't all clumped up, they're kind of, maybe 4 hogs on each part of a base. But anyway, guys, that's a waffly bit over, and I'm sure it makes no sense until now, so what I'll do is I'll have that replay button and show you guys exactly how it's done. Here we go now. So 3 loons on each outer archer towers, as I said, 2 loons on the centre one since that's occupied, and what that does is it pulls a clan castle and also takes out those archer towers there. One other function of getting those defences up north is that it's easier to keep your hogs under heal if they're not too spread running out through a base. So what we've done is we've reduced the size of a base so we can keep the hogs under heal a lot more effectively. So here we go, pulling a clan castle out, doing the usual things, and Barb's the tank, 2 witches, 2 wizards, and my queen. Now, one important thing, and you guys will see this soon, which I failed to mention, is that I've got to break my funnel, and I'll pause it so I can just talk about that. I mean, what we wanted to do is we want our kill squads to go from there and right into a core, so as I said, we can trigger a double giant bomb space and kill the queen. Now, if you're not going to do that if you've got these trash buildings on the outside, I mean, you've got to remember that troops in Clash of Clans are dumb. They'll just follow whatever ring of buildings are on the outside and just go around and get destroyed. So what we do is we break that. So we make a funnel into a core by cutting it at the Dark Elixir drill up there. So I just use a wizard since the only thing firing at him is mortar. And a couple of minions down there. And the reason I use minions is that if I put a wizard down there, it'll be blown apart by those cannons, but with the minions are out of range of all the air defense. So you see what it does is it brings our troops into the core. Old Barbar's not going for walks around outside, he's going exactly where we want him. Loons on the left, that was a bit of a fail, and I wouldn't recommend that, guys. So here we go. So jump spell is down, and there's one little key issue on this jump spell, one little thing you guys got to think about. What you want is, you want the jump spell to open up that compartment with the queen in it now, open up this compartment for Wizard Tower, but you don't really want it to open up the core. I mean, what usually happens in a general is that you got a couple of Teslas in the core. It's a standard variation, I think. And you don't want to open up that compartment because what you want is your golem to go down this way to trigger that double giant bomb space. If he goes into the core, he's not triggering a double giant bomb space. So I've opened up the core slightly, which I shouldn't have done, but it's not an issue because there are no space for Teslas there, and it's variation of a general, as you guys can see. So I've deployed my hogs from the west and Asian wall, and I'll do a replay again and we'll watch the hogs, but for now let's just focus on a kill squad. Watch what these guys do. So kill squad wreaking havoc. Old Barbar's got a bit of health. think a crossbow or something's targeted him, which is why he's being drained. Got our 2 little golemites. Looks like they're not going to trigger that double giant bomb space, but just wait up, guys, you will see. Have faith, they will do it. Here we go, little golemites walking down south, 1 bomb triggered and 2 bomb triggered, and that is their job over. So that's the kill squad side of things. Let's play a replay again so you guys can see what the hogs are doing. I'll fast forward, guys, 4 times, and so we can get to the hogs, which, as you know, is the 3rd stage of attack. So 1st stage was loons from the north, 2nd was a kill squad from the east, and the 3rd is the hogs. Now, you guys remember the key issue for hogs is that we want to do an Asian wall from this direction. The Asian wall helps the hogs trigger 1 bomb at a time instead of both at once. And also, even if they do trigger both at once, your hogs are spread, so you probably only got, 4 or 5 at risk of dying. That's in contrast to a single finger drop where all the hogs are together and they can all be blown up at once. So here we go, guys. In the end, they didn't even trigger the bombs, they pathed around outside because of the way I deployed them. But, you can have a bit of variation depending on where the guy puts his defences, etc. Now, another thing you guys got to note is that you want to heal early when you get in here. Now, we only got 3 heal spells because we use 1 on a jump. But you don't want to hold your heals out to the end. Most of DPS is taken at beginning go rate. So if you look up north, even though it's my main group of hogs, I mean, what's hitting him? Why would I ever need a heal? That mortar won't even be hitting him because they'll be in his minimum range. The crossbows are down, so there's nothing to shoot at him. There's absolutely, we took the archer towers down from the north, so we're not going to be shooting at the hogs. So I don't need a heal up there. Even though it's my main pack, that's not where I need a heal. So heal early. You notice that hogs way out of range in that one. My last heal I probably should have placed a bit later, which is just around those Teslas, but the main pack wander into it, and it's game over. So guys, hope that was kind of helpful on freestarring in general. I mean, it's such a common base, we see it once every couple of wars, that I really think it'll help you guys out if you can identify it and know what to do to freestar it. Yeah, a lot of detail in it, I appreciate. Hope it sort of makes sense-ish. I mean, in essence, number one, you identify the general, so it's done 3 ways. It's a cross shape, it's those Tesla spaces in the core there, and it's archer towers on east and west. Number 2, your key issues are that you've got to kill the queen, and you've got to take out one of the double giant bomb sets, and you do that with your kill squad. So, number 3 is that the way to attack the general is in 3 stages. Number 1, loons to pull a clan castle and get some easiest trades. Number 2, your kill squad, and they'll kill the queen and they'll trigger a double giant bomb set. And number 3, your hogs, which you Asian wall to kind of path over those double giant bombs. So, double giant bombs 1 at a time, I should say. So that is it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know what you think. It's our first one on how to freestar common bases. Yeah, so I hope you all liked it. Hope it helps you in your wars. If you did, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.